Twisted. How could you be so twisted? I gave you absolutely everything. I opened my heart to you and gave you a perfect love, which is beyond compare. I let you into my world and shared everything with you. Nothing was kept from you. I knew that you were the one person who, amidst all the treachery and deceit in this cruel, harsh world, would take care of me. I recognized that you would shield me and protect me from the perfidious foes that lurked seeking to destroy me. I gave you everything that I had. I poured my love into our relationship, investing in it, because I knew that this time it was my soulmate who stood before me. You made me so happy, because you knew what I needed. You gave me what I wanted, and also what I needed, and you lifted me heavenwards with that beautiful brand of love that only you can possess. Our relationship was built on the firmest of foundations, and promised a glittering and marvellous future. We had so much in common. You liked what I liked, and I liked what you liked. So many times I would remark to my friends that it was such serendipity that we had found one another. There is so much hurt in the world, so much darkness beyond the front door, and we found one another, two shining lights that, when combined, we burned brightly and brilliantly. Nobody made me feel the way you did. At times, eloquent and articulate as I am, I struggled to find the words to convey what you did for me. Your selflessness and devotion were breathtaking, and naturally I reciprocated. I put you first. From the moment I rose until the moment I let slumber take me, I had you, and only you, in my thoughts. As our mighty empire grew around us, I planned for us both. I looked forward and constructed a happy, fulfilling, and most of all, loving future for us both. We had no need to look back at the past. We had both been hurt by those who had acted to their own agendas. I suppose that is why we found such a need in one another, that we could both address. It was as if we had been cut from the same cloth. Two pieces of a fabulous and stunning garment that just needed to be stitched together, and once combined, cloaked us in magnificence. Our brilliance was never ostentatious. Most definitely other people would look upon us and comment as to our satisfaction, but not smugness. People would remark about how happy we looked, and they were genuinely delighted for us. There was no envy in their words or expressions. We had it all. We had found one another, and I believed in you. I believed in us. I gave every ounce of my being to you in order to ensure that what we had did not crumble to dust. I strained every sinew, fired every synapse, and poured my very essence into us. I could not have given more of myself to you. From the material to the ethereal, I ensured that it was all directed onto you in order to ensure you knew how deep and perfect my love for you was and is. I melded with you, combined, conjoined, and became one, because I knew. I knew with a certainty that I had never met before that this time I had found my angel, my muse, my protector, and my soulmate. Such was the treasured nature of this find that I knew I had to do everything in my power to maintain that you and I remained as one. There was no hope for anything else. I could never do anything to hurt or harm you, and thus spoil this most precious union. Every waking moment was dedicated to preserving our special relationship. Each word, each act, and each thought revolved around the concept of us, and I wanted more than any desire that I have ever known to keep us together. Yet you destroyed that. How could you? How could you render into the dirt and ashes what we had? How could you betray me so viciously? How could you twist what we had built together so that it was no longer recognizable? A warped and corrupted image of what had been so magnificent, so perfect, and what I thought was so impregnable. You perverted our creation, the poison which flowed so readily and alarmed me with the speed by which you were able to summon it, the toxicity which clouded my vision, stinging my eyes, filling my nose and mouth as I choked on the malevolent fumes. Where did this come from? I had never seen this about you. In all the time we spent together, and we spent a lot of time together, not once did I see anything that would indicate that beneath your beauty and your tenderness lay this vast repository of hatred and malice. How could you be so twisted as to unleash all of this against me after everything that I have done for you, after everything I had done for us? It makes no sense. There is no logic in what you did, no rationale for taking what we had and then rending it apart, pouring acid upon it so it melted into awful shapes, searing it with flame so that it bubbled, cracked, and split, becoming something terrible and fearsome. So many times I have asked myself, why did you do this? We had the world beneath us, and then, for some incomprehensible reason, you wrapped your hands around it and began to dismantle and destroy it. No sane individual would do this, would they? Only someone sick would act this way. Someone who has something very wrong with them would let me down in this way, after giving and promising so much, to then cast it all asunder. A twisted and hateful game is what you made the concept of us become, and your warped actions have exacted a severe cost to my well-being. You have tried to break and destroy me. Why did you do this, after all that I have given you, after everything I have done, after all the love, affection, and dedication that I have shown to you? Only someone twisted could behave this way. Do I speak these words, or am I hearing them? Perhaps I speak them as they are spoken to me, as I look into the mirror. Are these my words? Are they your words? Or do they belong to both of us?